Contraception. On the surface, it seems to be a fairly non-political topic. Just wear a condom, right? Well, attitudes around issues of birth control in our society can often act as indicators of deeper themes of gender inequality and prejudice. Let's take a look at some advertisements and hear some personal perspective to fully synthesize this issue.
Welcome to my vagina. In here, I make the rules. Rule number 1, keep it real, hun. And that means no hormones, because hormones just weren't right for me. And since my number 2 rule is no parties without protection, I use Phexxi, a revolutionary hormone-free birth control gel. It's localized and it works naturally with my body. Oh, and did I mention that it is birth control without hormones? But wait, it gets better. Phexxi is also used in the moment, so I only have to use it when I'm planning on having company. Rare but serious side effects include bladder or kidney infection. Contact a healthcare provider if severe or prolonged genital irritation or other urinary tract symptoms occur. Avoid Phexxi if allergic to its ingredients. So when it comes to your vagina, make sure your rules include hormone-free Phexxi. Coming!
Although the birth control pill has become the most popular and most effective contraceptive for women, many side effects come with it. The Phexxi advertisement utilizes the fact that the pills alter your hormones in an attempt to convince you to purchase their product. The same argument is used by many other alternative contraceptive companies. If companies who are experts in methods of birth control are telling us about how the pill is bad for your hormones, then I believe that we should listen to them. And why is it that women are the ones who must alter their bodies? There are plenty of different methods that people can choose from when deciding how they want to prevent conception. However, the catch is that they're all for women, except for the condom and a vasectomy. They physically alter our bodies, whether it be from surgery or changes in our hormones. When we alter our bodies, it can cause side effects including headaches, acne, weight gain, depression, mood swings, blood clots, etc. Many might believe that the range of options for women's contraceptives might give us more freedom, but we are the ones who are expected to alter our bodies. Women are forced to alter their bodies in order to safely express their sexuality. A fundamentally patriarchal capitalist institution should never force sexuality to function as a burden or as a means to make money.
I think that my experience getting birth control was a very easy process compared to other girls I know. I went to see my doctor about my period. I was having long and excruciating cycles, then nothing for months, and I knew that I had to do something about it. My doctor was concerned for me, so she recommended I go on the pill. I had a friend in high school who wanted to go on the pill, but her doctor said she needed to wait until she was older. Another friend's doctor said she didn't need to go on the pill. She could just abstain from having sex at all. It's not fair to teenage girls that they need a parent's permission or a doctor's opinion when all their male counterparts need is a few dollars. Schools teach nothing about safe sex for same-sex partners, so why do they choose to preach abstinence to females and provide condoms for males? In school, we're taught that abstinence is key to preventing unwanted pregnancies and diseases, and while that is true, there are multiple forms of male and female contraceptives that can prevent pregnancies, and testing for sexually transmitted diseases and infections is free at most clinics. Actually teaching about safe sex could help to lower the rate of unwanted pregnancies and STIs. There are around 19 million women in the United States alone who live without access to affordable or free birth control, and over 1 million of them live in what's considered a dead zone, without a single clinic in their county offering all options for contraception.
Anybody home?
In here.
Whoa, Jenny, is your sister home?
No. But I'm here.
Congratulations. You passed the test.
A test?
I put my sister up to it.
Oh, Jake, you do love me.
While types of birth control for women typically involve directly influencing the body in some way, most contraceptives for men, namely condoms, are often seen as more flippant and cavalier. This is most directly observed in how common it is for health centers and other services to hand out free condoms, a form of birth control, juxtaposed with free tampons, a menstrual product. While these programs are greatly beneficial, they speak to a deeper drive in our society to place the onus on women to constantly be on birth control, while men are expected to simply get it at their leisure. It also speaks to the varying levels of expense when it comes to forms of contraception. Birth control pills, IUDs, and Plan B are often quite expensive, while condoms can often be procured for free. This ad displays the more flippant nature of condoms. Men are expected to be able to procure them easily if the situation should occur, while there is no such similar product for women. One might ask, if women can just get condoms themselves for their partners, why does it matter? While this question is blatantly dismissive of the LGBTQ+ community, it is worth answering. Relying on condoms as the accessible form of birth control takes the power out of women's hands, so to speak. Contraception becomes an activity that the man must engage in, while the woman is seen to take on a more passive role.
According to USA Today, at least 5.8 million women have used a morning-after pill at least once prior to having sexual intercourse. The most common Plan B one-step, is around $47. This is around $40 more expensive than the typical box of condoms, which run for around $7 to $8. Male contraceptive is less expensive and easier to obtain than Plan B. Many women who use Plan B have said this was because they feared their birth control did not work. This shows women truly don't have a cheap, reliable contraceptive, not even birth control, which is not even 100% effective. Birth control has a 9% failure rate and comes with many side effects, such as weight gain, depression, and many more. From my experience, being prescribed birth control was a very judgmental process. When explaining to my doctor that I needed birth control for my endometriosis, his initial response was, not having sex is the best type of birth control. I have also experienced how easy it is for boys to obtain contraceptives. In the beginning of the school year, on various floors of the dorms, RAs set out a tub of condoms for guys to pick up whenever they needed it. Men have the luxury of cheap contraceptive with no side effects or judgment, whereas women do not.
In the United States, we are a pronatalist nation. We love babies here, but we don't necessarily love it when the teens have babies. Yet, we're the country with the highest teen pregnancy rate at a whopping 49%. This is one of the many reasons why accessibility to contraception matters. Teens need condoms, teens need birth control, and more social support surrounding the hush-hush word of sex. The pressing of abstinence is not working and has not been. Teens are going to have sex, so we might as well help them have safer sex. Sex that doesn't contract sexually transmitted infections, such as HIV or AIDS, and even sex that doesn't produce an unintended pregnancy. There are possible options to stray away from a likely pregnancy, with Plan B, which can prevent pregnancy after unprotected sex. But the catch is you only have 72 hours, so you better get to CVS. Oh, and not to mention you need $50. So hope each of you have 25 left from your allowance this week. No questions asked, no need for a prescription, but you will need to be showing your ID depending on where you purchase. And yes, ladies, you should split the cost because it shouldn't be all on you. But if it is, well, I hope you have $50. If you don't take the pill during the 72-hour window, chances are you could be pregnant. So instead of having a condom ready and birth control already pumping through your blood, you could be solemnly sitting in a doctor's office viewing the ultrasound of your little peanut that you're about to be raising for the next 18 years. Unless you opt towards the other direction of having an abortion, which comes with a price tag. If you're not too far along, you may be eligible to receive the abortion pill or Mifeprex, which averages around $500. Insurance may cover this, but don't count on it. You could be paying up to $1,000 out of pocket if your insurance plan does not cover your abortion. Also, depending on the state you're in, abortion may not even be accessible to you. Birth control is a necessity, so we need to start realizing it. Many countries, such as France, have free contraceptives, including birth control and condoms, which are easily accessible to kids as early as the age of 12. And you know what? They can receive it during school from the nurse. Birth control needs to be more accessible. Let's do better, America.